Only Geraldo Rivera, the NewsNation correspondent at large. Look where he is in the studio.
Good
to see you. How you doing? All right.
All right.
It's always great to have you in town. I tell you
Thank
about all
you.
the celebrities for the Knick game, but this is it, #1 in New York, the biggest celebrity.
Appreciate you.
All right. Let me start. We'll try to move through 2 or 3 topics with the war in Gaza. General Clark was talking about this with us last hour. It's interesting what's happening now because President Biden has said that this arms shipment that was supposed to be sent over to Israel has been delayed. Now, Clark says that's just a symbolic gesture, kind of trying to send a message. It's not going to matter in the war effort. What do you make of that, though?
Well, at least it is a symbolic gesture. Where has President Biden been as, these efforts to avoid civilian casualties? He talks the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk.
How do you do that? I know you're supportive of Israel's right to respond.
I love Israel, and what happened on October 7th is something that really was so reminiscent of the Holocaust. It was bone-chilling. It really unnerved so many Jewish Americans and Jews throughout the planet, for goodness sake. But as the war has dragged on and civilian casualties have continued to mount, I mean, it is impossible not to be sensitive to that, to women and children. Just in the last 48 hours, family of 7 killed. At a certain point, you have to say enough.
So what do? You hold back like he's doing. Well, you say you use that's your leverage if you're the United States.
500-pound bombs, 1,000-pound bombs dropped by F-16s, aside from the fact that the bomb and the plane both were made in America.
Yeah.
But they are not precise weapons. They are not precision warfare. They are blockbusters. They are, kind of mass casualties inflicted. It's not right. It is not right. Now you have these talks going on. Now is not the time to have women and children being killed. It is something that, as a Jewish American, I feel very deeply about. Connell.
What do you think what impact does all of that have on this presidential campaign that we're covering? We have a headline today in the Wall Street Journal. It was a good story. It says, the headline was, "On campus and in Gaza, chaos threatens Biden's campaign." So, he made this big speech about anti-Semitism this week. At the same time, he's cutting back on these arms going to Israel. He knows this is a big issue for him. What is the impact on the campaign?
Well, I think in states like Michigan, the impact will be very specific. The Arab American population there has bloomed, blossomed. They're really asserting their political will. It could cost him some of these swing states, and he knows it. But more importantly, he now owns this war. Yeah. This is Biden's war. How he deals with it, how he copes with it, will affect his election, will affect the course of humanity in the short term, at least. It is very important for him to make the right choices and to be assertive and to balance the equities. I understand that there are many supporters of Israel who are fearful of any pullback in American support.
Right.
America, they're basically the only reliable ally Israel has.
And also concerned, obviously, about anti-Semitism with everything that's going on. Your thoughts on all these protests?
I have an 18-year-old going to college for the first time, and I don't want her to go to a campus where she's not wanted, where she feels physically fearful for her own safety. It's just not right that Jewish kids get singled out. And I believe that a lot has been made of the protest movement. I mean, it's not Rodney King. It's not George Floyd. No one has died, as far as I know, except for 1 or 2 people in almost in accidental kinds of incidents. But, we need... I like that the kids are asserting themselves. I detest the violence, the physical destruction, the racist nature, the anti-Semitic nature of some of the tone of what's happening. But again, this is a leadership issue. I understand. He wants to balance. I love that he wants to balance. I want to balance too.
You think Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.